What is going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, king of games up in this thing. And I know what you guys are wondering. First of all, CaliEffect, why does it look like you're about to sign my permission slip for a field trip? And secondly, why are you doing your video like this? So to answer question number 2 first, because chain links resolve backwards and the strength of the CaliEffect isn't measured by any number, I just wanted to say thank you to all of my Patreons. One of you guys actually requested that we start off a video like this. Maybe this is the new fad. Maybe this is what you guys want to see. Let me know down below in the comment section if you prefer it this way. And the second thing is, you guys are getting a permission slip signed. Somehow, some way, we're going to get you guys a true King Dinosaur deck profile. This thing is going to be insane. We're going to put some negates on the field. I sound like somebody I'm not proud of right now, but we're going to put some negates on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to make a Naturia Beast and a true King of all calamities, no guardragon combos. We're going to show you guys a pretty insane deck profile. So while you guys are here, destroy that like button, destroy that notification bell, and let us know we just too strong. I can't tap my bicep because I'm holding on to one of the things. And also, mad shout out to our newest Patreon Beezer. Welcome to the clan. You already know, boy. Make sure you message me on Discord. Add yourself to that Discord so we can show the strength of the CaliEffect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get on to the deck profile. So dinos are easily a tier 2 deck that could top almost any level event. I do like the fact that the deck is relatively cheap and almost everything that you need comes from a structure deck or is an older card that's not so expensive just yet. There are some budget options that I will be including in the deck profile as we go. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Starting off with the monsters, we run just one copy of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, one copy of Overtex Quetless, and one copy of Dino Wrestler Pancatrops. I think that these cards are insane, and the reason why I'm dropping these is because of bricks. I don't want to open the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno in my main sequence. I want to search it. Same thing with Overtex Quetless. This is a card that you rarely want to have in your hand unless you have those 5 banished dinosaurs to be able to summon them to your side of the field. And Dino Wrestler Pancatrops is probably one of the better cards to summon off a double evolution pill, depending on your matchup. So these cards are insane. I still wouldn't play more than 1/1/1 in this particular build just because of brick situations. Next is 3 copies of Soul Eating, the card. I can never say his name right. He is probably more important in this deck than the other variants because you need his effect to not only search but to destroy your dinos. 3 copies of Baby Sarasaurus. This is a bad boy. Upon his destruction, being able to summon a dinosaur monster from your deck to your side of the field is the reason why this deck pops off so well. 2 copies of Petit Pteranodon. This guy allows you to special summon a level 4 or higher, while Baby Sarasaurus allows you to special summon a level 4 or lower. Both of them work in combination to be able to special summon monsters like your Soul Eating, which will eventually allow you to special summon Miscellaneous and pop off with even more combos. 3 copies of your boy. You guys are probably upset with our last Dino deck profile. Didn't take full advantage of it. Well, in this particular build, we take full advantage of it. Being able to make all of your monsters or all your dinos immune for an entire phase, and then being able to special summon a dinosaur monster from your deck to your side of the field. Also, being a fire monster allows you to extend with so many combos. The level 4 dinos we play is 1 copy of Giant Rex. This guy's important because banishing him means that you'll be able to summon him to your side of the field for free. 1 Megalomasher X. This is an insanely good card, ladies and gentlemen. This card's just powerful. I'm gonna start using that a little bit more. But Megalomasher X is a water dinosaur monster, so it can be summoned to your side of the field through certain effects, and it allows you to get your Basotros plays. 1 copy of Jirak Alo because everybody loves the level 1 Dino Boy. Eggshell Boy allows you to go into some really cool synchro plays, whether it's a 5 or a 9. And then the Jirak guy that everybody seems to forget about is Jirak Dino. This guy is actually really good because he allows you to go for synchro 7 plays. And the worst or the best thing about these 2 guys is that they are fire monsters. So if you do happen to open them, you can destroy them to be able to trigger your True King Agnomazit effect. Now, I know I'm butchering this guy's name. I apologize, but 3 copies of the True King Fire Daddy. This is the reason why the deck goes so hard Rest in peace, Lethosagum. If we ever were to get that card back, we'd probably kick this guy to the side. No, we'd probably kick the water one to the side. But the deck would just be stupid good because you'd be able to trigger your babies just off of destroying just off of activating your Lethosagum. Agnesonit needs at least one fire monster to be able to trigger, which is almost no problem. We have our Dirac monsters, we have Miscellaneous Ceres, so he can be pretty easy to pop off with himself. A lot of people just don't seem to realize that both of these cards, we play 3 and 3, have a secondary effect that can only be, or that can't even be responded to once you decide on using that effect. Both of them state that if you destroy 2 monsters of their attribute, you gain an additional ability. Agnemazid allows you to banish a monster on the field or graveyard. Basiltros allows you to destroy or banish your opponent's spell and trap cards on the field in the graveyard. So literally you activate this bad puppy in your hand. If your opponent has no responses and you destroy 2 fire monsters, you're going to get rid of a card. And same thing with Basiltros. The reason why we play it in 3s is because we have a new synchro monster that is easy to get into so you can trigger hits effect. And then on top of that, what makes matters even better is that it allows us to make the true king of all calamities, which is just insane. This card has so many great plays, especially seeing that it tutors a monster to your side of the field upon its destruction. Next is 1 copy of the Mare. This card is back into the main deck. I didn't want to play bricks, but it was either play this brick or play all the level 9 bricks and try to play the World Legacy Monstrosity build. I think that Mare gives you a little more versatility because Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss is a great card, but Naturia Beast, or being able to make a Boral Sword, or being able to make almost any Link monster you want is even better in my opinion. World Legacy or World Chalice Guardragon because of the IB. And then for the hand traps, I'm a little bit undecided, but you guys can play whatever you want. 2 copies of Ciphering Gear Gamma and Ciphering Driver. I wanted to play 3 in 1, but I didn't want to cut the World Chalice Guardragon and then, you know, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, while is a good card and is a target for Agnemazid, this card's actually even better because your opponent is going to be looking to ash your Dragonic Diagrams, your Terraformings. They're going to be looking to ash your Fossil Digs, and this guy is just 2 free monsters to your side of the field, and more often than not, you're going to win. If your opponent is going first and you happen to Ciphering Gear Gamma them, more often than not, you're stopping a clutch card to prevent them from making their board, so you're still A-okay. I think this is better than Ash in this particular build, but go ahead and run cards like Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring or Effect Veiler if you guys so please. That is it for the monsters. I don't think that there's anything expensive inside of the monster lineup. Everything seems relatively cheap for these spells. 3 copies of Dragonic Diagram. There is no way around a True King build without Dragonic Diagram. It is the most powerful card of the deck, allowing you to destroy a possible baby in your hand or a baby on the field, or even Basiltros, to be able to add a True King monster from your deck to your hand and trigger their effects. Notice that this card says, notice that this card says, and if you do, meaning that your cards do not miss timing. It is a simultaneous destruction and add at the same time. 1 copy of Lost World, because this card's still really good for this deck. Being able to destroy babies in your deck to be able to trigger certain effects is too strong. 2 copies of Terraforming to search your Dragonic Diagrams in Lost World, and then 1 copy of Set Rotation to act as the 3rd Terraforming. Finishing it off, of course, we run 3 copies of Called by the Grave. Nobody likes to be hand trapped. I run 5 Called by the Grave between these 3 and the Ciphering Gear Gammas. 3 copies of Fossil Dig to search the Dino that you need. 1 copy of World Legacy Succession. You guys are probably scratching your head like, CaliEffect, you were talking about Monstrosity being the ever so powerful card. Why aren't you running that over Succession? Well, again, World Legacy Monstrosity is still a really good card, and I'm not gonna knock the build that wants to run multiple level 9 monsters. The reason why I decided to go against it is because not only could you guys just modify this profile to play the level 9 monsters if you wanted to, I wanted to show you guys a different type of sauce that can still make Naturia Beast and VFD and give you a little bit more extra deck room if you so choose. And then 1 copy of Double Evolution Pill, because, you know, we do play 2 targets for this card and it's easy to get into. That is it for these spells. Double Evolution Pill is actually a card that you don't really like have to play, but if you guys can't afford Double Evolution Pill, you can just drop the whole big Dino thing. It's not even necessarily mandatory. You probably will steal some games just because they're expecting monsters like that. and they just never come off to your side of the field. But I would run it just because it's more power to the deck. Having access to Ultimate Conductor Tyranno or Overtext is just really powerful, but you don't necessarily need it. So if you guys can't afford that double evolution build, don't even sweat it. One copy of Boral Sword Dragon. Now, Boral Sword Dragon can literally be any linked four that you want to. A great budget option is Boral Low Dragon because he did get reprinted in the dual power set, but Boral Sword Dragon is the guy that we go to when I'm normally pissed off at my opponent and I want to win the game very fast, which is more often than not. This card is the one-hitter quitter, the guy that your opponent never wants to see because more often than not, they're not going to survive past that turn. One copy of Biko Bulker, just bicking back, being boo. No, seriously, this guy is probably one of the better link threes because of its arrows pointing down. One copy of Nightmare Unicron. No, this is actually the unicorn. If you guys are an avid watcher of the TheCaliEffect, you get what I'm saying, but this is the generic link 3 monster. One copy of Reproductus. This is to turn your monsters into a different attribute, which is really important in certain combos. One copy of Beat Cop. This is your generic card to replace Land Fornlicus. And then one copy of Link Kribo and one copy of Link Spider. These are going to help you climb into your Boral Sword Dragon. And then they obviously do play a part. Drag Aleo is a level 1 monster. Your monsters that you can summon through your Mare are level 1 monsters, so you can turn into the Link Kribo. Link Spider can be used obviously for your Mare, your Psy-Frame Driver, putting it to the graveyard, as well as your Megalo Masher X, turning into effect monsters so you can fit your Boral Sword Decode Talker criteria. That's it for the Link monsters. For the Xseeds, we try to keep it simple with True King of all calamities. I swear, every time I say him, I think of 2 Chains, and I think true, because this card is completely insane. Okay, so by detaching a material, you can declare one attribute, and all monsters in both players' possessions become that attribute. They also can't activate their effects. And then anytime you were to summon your True King monsters, you can use cards on your opponent's side of the field for that. So if you declare fire, you can use your opponent's monsters to summon your True King monsters to your side of the field. That's what a lot of people like forget about. But the best effect is that it turns off everything, all monster effects on your opponent's turn, and you guys already know how monster reliant this format is. One copy of Evil Sword Laga and Dolga, mandatory cards that, I mean, not necessarily mandatory, but they're also really cool to play. If you can put 2 dinos in your field, making these can be critical to winning a game. And then Abyss Dweller, because it is a blowout against certain decks like Orcust. Next for the Synchros, we run Tarantula Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This card is pretty good. Banishing a card from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard, and fulfills a water requirement for your Vassal Trolls, or can be just straight up used for your True King of all calamities. Yazi, Evil of the Yang Zing. I'll show you guys in the combo tutorial why this card is still so important. Ib, World Challenge Justiciar. The reason why we play her is not only for you guys to have access to that Dino, or not the Dino, the Draco World Guard Dragon engine that you guys want to play, but it actually is a water monster, so you can summon her to your side of the field if you need to in a pinch to trigger off your Vassal Trolls. And then one copy of Naturia Beast, because this card can still be made in this deck even with only fire tuners. That's it for the main board and the extra deck. 4 budget options, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I think the only thing that's completely out of our reach will be Boral Sword Dragon. You can replace that with a Boral Load. The Nightmare Unicorn isn't even that important to the strategy, so you can replace this with any Link 3, maybe Trice Bana if you see it. If World Challenge Justiciar is relatively cheap, Yazi does come as a secret rare, which is a lot cheaper than its ultimate rare first version, and Naturia Beast just got reprinted inside of the dual power set as well. So now that we are done with the main board and the extra deck, let me show you guys the side deck. Not really much else to say about the side deck. Of course, we run those backup hand traps. We run cards like the second and third copy of Dino Wrestler Packer Traps, and basically cards just do defend against some of those meta attacks. But let's get on to that combo tutorial so I can show you how powerful this deck can be. Okay guys, I bet you guys have some questions, and I am here to not only answer them, but to show you the combo. You're probably wondering, what is that Dino Guard Dragon combo? I'm really interested. Well, in this particular build, I would probably drop these 4 cards, because you do need to play different cards I'll show you in the combo sequence, and then you'll have to drop quite a few cards in your extra deck to make some alterations for this combo to be live. But I'll show you, it requires Dragonic Diagram and a Baby Saris in your hand. The Baby Saris is not optional. You have to play the baby for this specific combo to pop off. What you are going to do is activate your diagram, destroying your baby to add your True King Agnomazet, and then special summon your Soul Eating to your side of the field. Trigger the effect of your Soul Eating to add your baby, then normal summon your baby, destroy it with the Soul Eating to special summon baby. That's going to special summon Macel to your side of the field. Destroying both of these cards, you're going to special summon your True King Fire Guy to your side of the field, and then this time around, baby is going to special summon Drak Aleo. Using both of these monsters for a synchro summon, you make Ib World Challenge Justiciar, and you add World Legacy Monstrosity from your deck to your hand. Now, since you do control a level 9 monster, you can activate World Legacy Monstrosity to special summon your Thunder King Kaiju and your Nightmare Incarnation Idly. Now, these guys can be any level 9 monsters. The reason why I play these two is because this is a Kaiju that's level 9, so if you draw it, it's not bad. And Nightmare Incarnation is actually a monster that you could summon off a Nightmare Mermaid, so both of them have applications to this particular deck. The next thing you are going to do is banish 3 dinosaur monsters, or 2 dinosaur monsters, as well as your miscellaneous Cerus to special summon your Giant Rex, and you guys are pretty much there. Using any of your monsters on the field for a link summon, you are going to make Beat Cop from the Underworld. Giant Rex actually needs to not be in a zone where Beat Cop would point your LP to. Trigger the effect of your Ib to special summon your World Chalice Guardragon, and now turn that World Chalice Guardragon into your Guardragon LP. Your Beat Cop and your Giant Rex will then go ahead and make your Triple Burst Dragon, and now since you have 2 monsters occupying in the same space for LP to activate its effect, you special summon a Dragon monster to your side of the field. Now this can be anything. The reason why I play it is because it's a level 9 Dragon monster, so it fits the criteria for your World Legacy Monstrosity, as well as being a Dragon monster for your Guardragon LP. Using both of these monsters for another link summon, you make your Guardragon Archipane, and then special summon your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to your side of the field. Now you finish it off by using these 2 monsters for another link summon into your Heretic Seal, and then your last 2 level 9 monsters into your True King of All Calamities. So with 2 cards, you're going to be able to get a disruption through Heavenly Spheres. If you play a dragon, you can summon it from your deck to your side of the field. Such if you play a Morphate Sloth or Goliath, you can get a negation through your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. And then of course, you have your True King of All Calamities disruption. Now I don't play this because of consistency issues. You have to run a ton of bricks, and then you use a lot of your extra deck to make this happen. I'll be able to show you guys some of the combos that are a little less explosive with 2 cards, but can be very dangerous if going second. Okay, so our 2-card combo is a lot weaker than what you guys seen, but you don't have to use up your entire extra deck and then open possible bricks in your hand. The only thing we're gonna need is Dragonic Diagram and a baby. It doesn't matter which baby, so it's a little more versatile. And if going second, we can OTK our opponent. We're gonna use Dragonic Diagram, destroying the Pteranodon to special summon your Soul Eating. And I'm gonna kind of blaze through this because this is literally what every deck does. So add the baby Cerus, add the block, destroy to summon, and then destroy both to summon, and then from here, this is your basis of your combo. You can banish your Macel to special summon your Drak. These 2 monsters can be used for a Beat Cop. Oops, wrong card. These 2 monsters can be used for a Beat Cop, and then you can finish off with an Abyss Dweller, which is a really nice play against certain decks like Orcust. Or you can go ahead and reset, use these 3 monsters for a synchro summon into your Trishula, rip a card out of your opponent's hand, and then these 2 monsters follow up with your VFD, or you can reset and make a Naturia Beast by having this in a zone to where Ripodicus will point to these 2 monsters for your link summon into said Ripodicus, and turning this into an Earth monster, and then these 2 monsters into a synchro summon for Natty B. But if you guys just so happen to be going second, we're going to be doing it a little bit different, just a tiny bit different, that changes the entire outcome of this particular sequence. What you are going to do is use both of these monsters for a link summon into Beat Cop. And this is assuming your opponent has a card on the field to destroy. You're going to banish your Giant Rex, Macel, and another dinosaur monster to special summon Drak Dino to your side of the field. Trigger the effect of your Giant Rex summoning itself, these 2 monsters for another synchro summon into your Yazi. And now Yazi is able to destroy himself and a card on your opponent's side of the field. Trigger the effect of your Yazi. You're going to be able to special summon Mare to your side of the field, and then bring out 2 tokens. So right now we have 2 tokens and the True King monster. Depending on what we wanted to do, we could have used the True King monster for the link into the beat cop, or we could have kept the True King monster. It really depends on, again, what you guys are gonna do. We're gonna say we're going for the OTK. So these 2 monsters get used for link summons into that monster, your Link Krebo, and then your Link Spider. And then you use all 3 of these monsters for your Link summon into your Boral Sword Dragon. This guy can produce another token to his side of the field. So you make this. And what's crazy is that, let's say this is the level 4 monster. Where is... Oh, I accidentally banished him. So you banished one of the babies. Let's say this is the level 4 monster. What you would do in this particular situation is use both of these monsters for a synchro summon into Ip. Ip gains its effect to add a World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. So we're going to go ahead and add World Legacy Succession. You're going to activate your World Legacy Succession to special summon a Giant Rex. And then from there, you can use both of these monsters for an Exceed summon into your Abyss Dweller. Or you can even make your Abyss Dolka or your Abyss Logia. Ironically, you can even trick your opponent by not making the Boral Sword, using the World Legacy Succession to special summon a baby to your side of the field, and then using this, the baby and the 2 tokens for a synchro summon into your Triss. And then we still have this to bring out another monster to our side of the field. Whether we want to make another synchro play, or actually no, we could just do it this way. You could just World Legacy, bring out your Jurak, and then synchro into your Triss. There are so many possibilities with this deck. It's just crazy. I just love how this version gives you more access to your extra deck while still being able to make deadly situations. Okay, so the last combo I'm going to show you guys is the exact same combo, Dragonic Diagram, Petitranodon. We're going to add 1 True King to the combination. Any True King, it doesn't matter whether it's the fire one or the water one, you'll get the exact same results. What you're going to do is activate your diagram, destroying your Petitranodon to add your opposite True King, and then special summon your Soul Leading to your side of the field. Soul Leading is going to add another baby, and then normal summon that baby, destroying it to special summon the other baby to special summon your Micelle. Destroying both of these cards, special summoning the Fire True King to your side of the field, trigger the effect of your baby Saris or whatever baby. This time around, you're actually going to special summon Megalomasher X. We're going to banish all 3 of these monsters in our graveyard to special summon Direct Dino, and now Dino plus Raptor will be used for a synchro summon into Yazi Evil of the Yang Zing. Activating our True King Basrathos the Fathomer, we're going to destroy both of these monsters to special summon the Fathomer to our side of the field, and then we're going to trigger the effect of our Yazi. Yazi will special summon Mermare, and then we'll use that to special summon 2 tokens to our side of the field, using those for an immediate link summon into Beat Cop from the Underworld. From there, we're going to be going to use our True King monsters for an Exceed summon into True Kings of All Calamities, using Mermare's effect 1 more time to special summon a token, then detaching for True King, declaring Earth. Since we have 2 Earth monsters on the field, 1 tuner, one non-tuner, synchro into your Naturia Beast, and I told you guys we were going to be able to make a board still the exact same way, True King of All Calamities and Naturia Beast on our opening turn with just 3 cards. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you really did, consider joining Patreon. We have awesome rewards. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.